While the average person is hemorrhaging money, you can see individuals making more than ever before. There's something very weird going on, and I want to talk about it today. It involves what's happening with the central banks. Their gold is moving, and you could see the difference between just a few years ago and right now today. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. In today's video, we are going to look at the depths of the current situation right now here in June 2026. I want to start with the obvious, and that is inflation. You could see that it has been heading higher over the last while. And why is that the case? It's pretty obvious. Now that the war is over, we will see what happens. But you have to go into the depths of the circumstance, because you're going to see your gasoline prices, you're going to see the diesel prices, transportation, everything is up. And yet we're supposed to ignore the central bank activities? Well, maybe you want to keep your head in the sand, but I certainly don't. Look, when we see the tech companies and their multi-trillion-dollar valuations, we have to understand something. These are not private entities as we are led to believe. Oh, they're on the open market, it's a free market, all that stuff. No, these are quasi-government entities. One example, US military reaches deals with 7 tech companies to use their AI on classified systems. AI tech companies agree to work with the Pentagon on secret data. The round of deals follows a bitter fight between the officials and the AI lab Anthropic over surveillance and autonomous weapons. All of this right here, there's like multi-level, okay? Because for a lot of people, they see this as, it's political and they go through it, and that's one side of the equation, certainly. But how do these companies ever get to be this big and powerful? It's not as if somebody's making a few $1,000,000. We are talking about massive control. And those companies are always, usually I should say, seeded from the ground, or they get to a certain level and the government steps in. They say, we like what you're doing here. We would love it if you continue. So we just want to have a talk. And of course, they're willing to talk. Everybody likes the position that they're in. They want to make it status quo. And so they spy on you. That's right. You could see that the inflation that has taken hold is going on and creating this K-shaped economy. High housing costs are pushing foreclosures to a 6-year high. With individuals unable to afford their basic essentials, you could see that the government has been funneling more and more money towards the military-industrial complex, towards big tech, and of course, this has made things worse. More and more money is being put towards things that are wasteful, not to you and I. After months of debating rate cuts, Fed shifts towards mapping out rate hikes. So imagine a world in which rates are higher than they are right now. Well, that's the world we are about to embark on. Now, war is over, oil's coming down. That hopefully you would think would bring down the price of diesel and gasoline. Yes, but how far down? And all of the fees and all of the extra things that were added, are they really going to bring it down? Companies, they don't really like to do that too much, do they? There are many, when we look at from the top level down, understand something, okay? Rising inflation led investors towards taking a look at an area of the stock market that's been a relative underperformer in recent years, and that is value. People don't value, right? Warren Buffett's getting made fun of every day in the financial news and for the retail investor and even the so-called professionals. We have to look closely at this. What have we seen is that the stock market currently right now, as of this video, is the most overvalued it's ever been. I want to know what you think. Would you agree with that? Or is it a little bit more shaky than this? More than the dot-com, more than 2008, more than 1929. It's the most overvalued ever. Is that true or not? When we look at the valuations of something like SpaceX, we could say this is a company that is by far the most valuable space company that's out there. Their competitors are way, way down. Like the number two competitor is way down the list. And it's, showing that they produce a lot, they do a lot. Yes, I get that. But when it's the fifth most popular or most valued company in the world, you have to start questioning how much of the future we are pulling to the present. Take a look at the semiconductor index. Semiconductor index would have been growing over the last while with AI and tech and so on. But just look at this. It starts to go up. It was going up already. It's very valuable. But then around April, it goes ballistic. It went ballistic at a time in which we have a war going on and we have the concerns about who knows what's going to happen around the corner. Seems to be disregarded. This is from the Money GPS on the members part of the site, and you're looking at the sectors, or I should say we're going to get into the sectors. And here are a few examples. We could look at the S&P 500 and just break it down and see that performance over the last while. This is what I call, if we zoom in for a second here, the 30,000 foot view. I've talked about this a lot on the Finance Friday. And when we take a look, okay, what's happening with this, with the indexes? Okay, great. Then we break that down to the sectors. And we can go in, obvious one being technology. And we're comparing the technology index to the S&P 500. And breaking that down, you see for yourself, it has been, outperforming by a long shot, even though they have both done very, very well. We could rank them all, and we could see this. And this is something that I track very regularly on the website. And you see that there. Technology outperforming. Value not valued. What's happening with inflation? It's creating this divide. This divide you see on this chart is being created by these central banks. This is all being done on purpose. Then you look at the correlations, the patterns in between these sectors, and you could start to see what grows together and what grows apart. I think it is very important to look at this in detail to fully understand what's happening. Because when you start to use this type of information, the one that's on the website, you could just, have to search for that yourself. But this is the type of thing that is only going to be understood by those who are keeping an eye on it. And that's how you really make good investment decisions. I wanted to show you this at the time of this recording. Gold, it has been beaten down recently after going absolutely crazy, but it's sitting at around 4,300 and silver at $70. This has come at a time in which, funny enough, oil prices are falling, the risk is falling, and yet gold is going up. Very unusual time. I wanted to mention as well some cool new features that are available on the moneygps.com. I got the Trump trades. This was requested by a friend of mine. He said, wouldn't it be cool to have all of the Trump trades on your website? So I did that. Then we have the Trump family crypto investments. That's on there. What about the Pelosi trades? That's on there as well as the government stakes. You can see all the other cool things that are in there as well. That's just one, by the way. One out of many. We have all of these other things, countless things, but I could show you the government stakes. Government stakes is a very important one because if the government's going to take a stake in a company, not always, but that puts a floor in that company. What about the sovereignty? What about all that? Okay, that's a different story. When we talk about purely from the finance and economic perspective, it kind of puts a floor in there. And I told my Finance Friday people when, the Intel one happened, It's like 5x since I talked about that at that time. So this would allow you to track that. Anyway, I just want to show that to you. There's so many things that are available on the website, and I'm excited to just bring new features all the time. I think there's maybe 20, I don't even know at this point, 23 features. You can get them individually. Let's say you just like wanted the Trump stuff for whatever reason, you want to trade according to that, or the Pelosi ones, you could actually just subscribe to just those for a very low price. Totally up to you, of course. But I wanted to show that to you. There's free stuff on the website as well. Don't forget to check that out. I really encourage you to get wise with what's happening today and don't ignore it. There's so much information out there that is available to you, and I hope that you'll take advantage of it. Look at what's happening with the K-shaped economy. You have to realize that the good old days, they're not coming back. Okay? They're not coming back. And as a result of that, we have to take these circumstances and make the best of them. I'm trying to do that with the information that I provide, as well as everything I've built on the site. It empowers people. I'm doing it at a cost that is ultra low so that people, it's affordable to people. I hope that you would join on in. If you want to get on the Finance Friday, this Friday, I'll do a giveaway. Anybody who can be available for this Friday, that would be the 19th. If you want to get on the 19th, I'll do one giveaway. Put your name down over there and just say, hey, I'm interested, and I'll do one giveaway. I want more people to be aware of what's going on in there because they're going to get the latest and greatest information. I want to thank you for being here. Support the channel with a thumbs up. When you hit that thumbs up, you're supporting me. I want to thank you for that. I'll check you on the next one. Take care.